Yeah, ladies and gents, welcome. I'm Marka G, by the way. This has been thrown together from myself just because Uncle Bloods had unfortunate circumstances with his Wi-Fi. Therefore, we haven't to do it all solo dolo, right? It's going to be an interesting one. But this matchup is between Philippines and England. All right, I set up that. I think I put in my predictions as the team to win this one, but that is off of no knowledge whatsoever of these two sides. That being said, though, we do have a wee bit of information of the sides and obviously the map pool that we will be watching as well. It's best of 5, as you probably already know if you've been watching UCE Call of Duty, especially when it comes to the national sides. Russia were playing Iran just before this match, which we did, however, have to miss if you watched it. You got to see the scoreline. What's the results? Tell me the results, chat. I need to know. And thank you for the good looks in chat as well, Blood there. I really do appreciate it. He's always here. He's always here showing Call of Duty some love, right? Can't help the Call of Duty mobile side of things. But maps-wise, right? Let's go through it, right? We're going to have, kicking us off, a hardpoint on Hacienda. One of my favourite maps, right? I know Hacienda. I've casted it over Black Ops 6. We've been casting it for Call of Duty Mobile, so do know a little bit about that map at least, which is a good thing for me. Going into S&D, we're going into Kurohana, and then it's control on raid. If we go any further into the series, though, between these two sides, it'll be a combine hardpoint followed by a standoff search and destroy for our game 5. Does it go to game 5? Do we go the distance in this one, chat? Let us know in the comments. I definitely want to hear from you. I want to hear what your recommendations is. Philippines side is going to be Sensei, Nell, Gabby, Miladis, and Ray. And then for England, it is Rush, Derek, Sushi, Candy, and Alex. I'd love to show you all on the screen. I'd love to show you all the information that we know prior going into this one. But like I said,
Can I use UAV?
blue side, we're gonna have to figure it out where we're
I
going
must
from here.
spit on your face if you do.
Oh, I get to hear the gameplay chat and the chat from these guys in the background. I mean, this is interesting. This is all new, so we'll mute them just in case they say anything irrelevant and unavailable. So if I unmute the chat, there we go, and then we can undo that now. So we can get the gameplay volume back, and I don't need to hear the comms on that one, but we will be jumping in. We will do some listenings during the hard points and the controls where possible. Any of the respawns, obviously. All right, search and destroy. However, definitely not going to go anywhere near that because that could be giving away strategies. And I don't think we have... can I use an UAV? Yeah, motion, right? That's exactly it. Can you use a UAV? Maybe you can, right? I'm not going to know any different. You can do whatever you want. For all I know, the rules are not straightforward for me, right? We're still figuring things out. But once we get everybody in the lobby, we will kick us off in the match. Following this match, though, there will be another one as well. It's going to be Portugal versus Italy, which could be another interesting match. I put, I'm pretty sure I said Italy in the tweet. I can't remember now, but I'm sure I put Italy for the team to go on and win that one. But like I said, take it with a pinch of salt, right? We don't know nothing. We are new to this. This is exceptionally new in terms of individuals that we're watching and we're casting over. We don't recognize the names across the Call of Duty mobile scene of things for these rosters, and we have been watching a few games here and there. We've been doing some Call of Duty watch parties as well for the major, which has been interesting, but they've all been at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I have to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, so sadly I missed out on quite a few of them wins, which sadly, that's just how it is, right? You've got to work. This isn't my job. This isn't a career. However, it would be phenomenal if it was, right? That's the goal going forward, right? We're going to be here. We're going to be on your casting screen. We're going to try and show as many casting as much hype as possible going into these matches. They obviously like to keep us waiting, right? I've been sitting here relaxing for about an hour and a bit trying to sort things out here with Blood in the chat, who has been helping me, making sure that I can work the Call of Duty emulator just in the grand scheme of things for going into the games, because I had to download everything. I had to download all the maps and such like, just to make sure that we could watch on anything that's going on, and obviously figure out how to use the Codcaster in game, which, yeah, all fun and games. We've got it sorted. That is a good thing, which means once we've got a full lobby set, we just get straight into it, and I could just gab on for as long as need be, right? until we do eventually kick this game off. But you know what it means? We can send this, like it, share it in the comments here as well, spread the little watch of the YouTube around so that everybody else can come in and watch this fantastic matchup that will be coming your way very soon. Obviously kicking us off in Hacienda. I mean, where else would you want to start than a beautiful map of Hacienda in our Spanish resort? You know, kick back, relax, sit in the jacuzzi. I mean, actually, is there a jacuzzi on it? I can't even remember if there's a jacuzzi. There should be anyway. I mean, it looks like a very big resort. There should really be a jacuzzi set up, but as we're getting a full team for the Philippine side, the English side decides, we'll all disappear, get back, reset the lobby, try and get players back in. But we'll just yap on. And you know what? I says to Blood, you probably could still get in here and cast along with, just watch it on the screen on his mobile. Like, just use his mobile data and just like sit back, relax, try and chat over it as well. But he was like, nah, I need to go sit myself, go hunt and try and figure out his issues as well. But you know, there's nothing worse than having no internet in your house and there's literally like, oh, what do I do now? I've got nothing else to do. Let's just go for a walk. Let's get yourself refreshed, reset, get a good clear mindset going into the rest of the day, or rest of the evening at least anyway. But it is getting later and later and later, and when it gets later and later and later, it just means you start to get a little bit tired, right? And depending on what your day's been, I've had a really busy day a week, a day and a busy week at work. It's just been absolutely horrendous, but it's the weekend, right? And I'm so glad that it is Friday, and I've been looking forward to doing this. Sadly, not alongside Blood. I was hoping it to be the case, but it's just how it is. Unfortunate circumstances call for a rushed and thrown together Call of Duty cast, having to put my own scenes and get it all set up and get everything way the kind of way we need it, right? That's the hard part. So we'll see going into this one. Hopefully it all does get started and then we can get into it. But we're waiting on one more member of this England side. So we've got Lush Candies and What a Hell He Wants and Sushi already in here. So that's actually Darox, it seems to be. But in game is Wada. I like how everybody changes their name, right? There's nothing easy for a codcaster. It's having these really obscure names on your codcast, right? That is the one thing that is really funny about codcasting, right? Is the amount of changes in names and in different people that you get to see on the screen, which for me, I mean, I don't mind it, right? But sometimes they're just too much, right? Too much. I would sort out like a sort of be right back screen, you know, that's the goal. We got to have all these different scenes sorted out here. Chat has been phenomenal in providing so many overlays, by the way. Just to say that he's been absolutely phenomenal. And the guys in the background obviously arranging all these matches from the UCE. They have been phenomenal to get more Call of Duty Mobile out there. But we do have everybody in the lobby, which is a positive, which means we should be getting kicked off into map number 1 very soon. We've got plenty of casting today of these 2 best of 5s at least, and it's for the rest of this weekend. I'm a pretty busy guy as well. I can't lie. I've been roped into doing more Call of Duty of Black Ops 6 stuff, which I actually thought I was done with for the year until Black Ops 7 comes around the corner. But it looks like Black Ops 6 will be on the cards again tomorrow night. Which, yeah, that will be fun. And we're looking forward to doing that over the weekend with another co-caster of mine. I have casted alongside Mr. Big Rich, which is going to be phenomenal. Once again, always good to cast alongside a bodacious Big Rich. He's some guy and a fantastic character. Yeah. They are still in the room. Yeah, they are still in the room. It looks like issues on the back end of things as well. But we'll see. We'll hopefully that can get started. Yeah, they're looking like a restart. So just more blabbing, right? I'm gonna have to ask for ask things in chat like, that we need to know as well, right? If you are there though, guys, on the YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you nothing, right? Just support the guys and support myself as well, right? Because we're trying to grow this this YouTube out here and there, everywhere. Trying to post the cast, trying to go live on the channel as well, just to kind of give all these different people different platforms to be shown across. Because Call of Duty Mobile isn't something that I actually really watched or knew much about until a friend of mine, Brody, you'll know him as Infinity probably as well, has been introduced to me to the Call of Duty mobile side of things. It's obviously been up for years, right? And it's accessible to pretty much everybody in the world, right? Everybody that's got a mobile device, you can get this downloaded, you can play this, and you can just have fun with it, right? Wherever you are, wherever you've got an internet signal, you are sorted, you're good to go, as long as your phone can obviously cope with it. But some of these players that I have watched have been unbelievable. The things that they can do are just crazy in a game of Call of Duty. I can't do this with a controller in my hand, never mind just a mobile device with your thumbs, your fingers, everything else. They're claw gripping. It is crazy to watch, right? Even watching the cams, watching what they can do is just unreal. And the fact, you know what I like about it, is we're brought back with snipers. We've got everything like that. Snipers involved is a phenomenal thing, right? Without it, hey, I'm ready to go anyway. I'm just hoping everybody else is ready to go. And just trying to see what they're saying. Okay, so we'll be on to Hacienda. Like we said, it is England versus Philippines heading into match number 1. Countdown is on, ladies and gentlemen. We are into the hard point, and let's get us kicked off. Hopefully, the volume in the game is ready for you all as well. I need to figure out all my settings here because we don't want to see stuff like this, but that is the main thing. Let's get into the action. Here we go. Shensi does get taken down instantaneously. It seems like a good start here for that Philippine side. I'm going to watch on board with Gabby up top. Tries to use a Type 63, instantly taken out by Awada Heli once there. And Senshi, though, once again, every single time we're on board with Senshi, it seems that they will fall. But Melidus, doesn't matter, holding back spawns here in Hacienda. For P2, that's the most crucial side, right? That's where you want to be holding, and holding inside lobby. Let's get this the setup for P2. 21 seconds left on Pier 1, and it's a very closely contested hardpoint nonetheless, which is good to see. But are we going to be able to get a good little spree going here? Sensei has got a couple of good kills, but Ray yet to get off that mark. Can they do so here? But with the few kills that went the way other side, you see the spawn flipped has gone the way of player number 2, Cindy, getting 1 kill there up on towards Ray. Ray still yet to get off the mark, and inside P2, we've got a really strong position. But the break does come in. Hostile airstrike comes in. That's going to be able to deal some damage, but break comes in, and the Philippines now in control of that hardpoint. I'm going to make this a tie game as it stands. Might want to turn the in-game sound up a little bit. That is certainly, I can possibly do that. There we go. Can you hear that now? Let me know, just so we know what is going on. I'm struggling to hear it on my end, but makes sense on the OBS side of things. But Melidus now going in for the flank, tries to take it, but Swazian turns around with that shotgun instantly in the face. What the hell is having a good game so far as well, and they've got 11 kills. Sushi and Cole now managing to stay inside. Good wee gap here of 10 seconds going the way of England. With the last 10 seconds of the hardpoint, the rotation already being made. But let's jump on board with Rush, because he's going to be the first one to meet all of the opposition here in towards P3. Finds one. Oh, doesn't find a second. Instantly shut down. Player number 2, though, coming from top plat. He's going to find another kill. Finding a second potentially, but Meludis manages to stay alive and get back into that tin. That's another good 3 kill there from Cindy. The break comes in as well, and England are back in control of that hardpoint. Good 30-second lead might well go their way, and if they can hold them back, they're going to be in a spawn trap. But Wada finds that couple of good kills once again. 18 kills and building some streaks, building some more kills, going on a little spree. Love to see it. That's exactly how you want to control the spawns. Hold yourself back, get them in that one position, and just shut them down one after the other. You can just see it. 20 kills he's got. Sushi just finding more, and there you go. You're just getting more and more kills going the way of England. The gap surmounting to a really large number here. Before we know it, we're going to have almost a 70-point lead. Oh, the 2 there from Sushi before they get shut down. We'll jump back on board with Wada, who's making that rotation now, heading towards Rock. In that middle of the map. Oh, shut down by now. The operators coming in clutch here, but Sparrow managing to do it. This, keep an eye on where these operators are. We've still got a couple of operators to reuse, but England have got all 5 operators still remaining and yet to pull one out. Speaking of which, Sopsian does pull out the death machine. Looking for one. Shut down instantaneously. No more coming in as Ray eventually got a couple of kills on the board. Only 5 to their name, but they're pre-cooking that nade. Ready to try and find 1 or 2 members of England that are on that hard point. Round the corner though, Rush shuts them down. Finds another one. Opportunities here as Cindy's going for the flank underneath. Oh, he's going to get a little sneak shot onto Sensei. Finds that. That's 3 dead in the feed. And it's just a massive amount of kills going the way of England here as they've managed to get a very strong lead. Still, yet to use so many of the operators here. Feel like they don't need to do at this point with such solid performance in their guns play. It's just it's turning out to be a very dominated map for England. There we go. Unfortunately, it's going to be shut down, but Cindy will get a trade back here. Now a chance to feel a few players lining up, but maybe they're starting to get into the swing of things here. Philippines getting a few players in caught on for angles, but Sushi up in top, still finding one, looking for opportunities to try and pick off more. And they're still in control of that hardpoint here on P1. 43 seconds remaining. Ray comes straight into the gunfight of Sushi. Going to find a second, jumps down, but the teammate will get that kill. Death machine's being used again, and once again it is another situation where you're not seeing England having to invest any of these operators yet and still have control of that hardpoint. Speaking of which, Wada has the equalizer, finishes off with a Fury kill, looking for more before that time runs out. Meludis is up top with the death machine, shut down by the equalizer, bloodthirsty, and instantly shuts down the operators on the other side. Philippines are very much in a disarray here as they are finding no time that they need to try and break this gap of pretty much a 70-point lead as it stands. Yeah, I've legit just downloaded the game within this last hour, right? And had to try and download as much as possible before this game started. Unfortunately, we're not getting all these fancy skins that we would normally see in all the kills, but I mean, in a way, it's just fluid. Basic card. Let's jump into it. Wada once again makes a break. Here comes the hunter or the predator missile coming out here. We're not going to see that as operators don't allow you to see that for some reason. There we go. Call of Duty is fun sometimes, but it looks like the Philippines have got the chance to kind of break in control here. Gabby just runs out of bullets and stops fire and thinks they got the kill, and they almost get to that 100-point mark. Thankfully for the Philippines, they're not going to be 100-point clubbed if they can make a break here, but Sensei has one lining up. How's he going to find the second there? There's a chance to find Wada. There we go. Sensei and Gabby combining to find kills, keeping that control in their favour, and a chance to get past that 100-point mark. Philippines finally making it and closing the gap. Operator still yet to be used here for a lot of these English players here. Maybe there's a reasoning, maybe there's not. Maybe if they think it gets a bit too dicey near the end, they will start to invest it. Sushi cooks a nade ready. P3 set up, contested hardpoint goes in, trophy system thrown out, instantly shut down as soon as that happens. Soipsin also shut down. That's 3 dead in the feed. The Philippines have made the break. The war machine coming out here as well. The Sensei tries to find some more kills. There you go. There's one. There's two. Is it going to be a third? Cindy's just around the corner. It is going to be a third. There's potentially a fourth on their line here. There it goes. There's the fourth. And wow, hasn't Philippines just brought this one right back into their contention? The good use of operators there. And that's going to be shut down, sadly, from him. But that's a 30-point gap now here. How have this comeback came so quickly? Yeah, an absolute blessing for Philippines. England have let them right into this. Even though Wada's on 40 kills, the gap is only 20 seconds. And they need to kind of build this up here. Looking towards the next hard point as the rotation starts to be made. A few more seconds before that goes. He does get a wee boxing done, but does eventually get shut down there by Nell. That's the trade out though. That's going to be good for them to make sure they get the hunter killer drone going out, looking for some more kills. Here we go, going around the corner. Sushi finds one, finds a second. Hardpoint in their control once again. And now, can they keep that momentum going their way, or is there going to be a chance that Philippines keep this tight? Going into the tail end here. That's a nice little predator missile there. Finds the 2 kills on the hard point. Nades spam back and forward. Kills going their ways. Operators about to be popped here. Surely England popped the operators near the end here and start to build a massive lead. Speaking of which, Wada did pull out his equalizer, but doesn't manage to get kills with it. Operators, come on, let me see you. Let you see the investment here. The gap is so close, it's so tight. You've got a 5-point game, and it's literally closing. Philippines in control of this hard point. What have England done? Have they thrown this away? I have no clue what is going on here, ladies and gents. They've thrown such a massive lead, and all of a sudden, it is a comeback here coming from the Philippines. Jump on board with Milidis. Shuts down Rush, coming through. Inside control of P1. Who's going to have that chance? First set of rotations is underway. 3 kills going the way of the English roster. Cindy with the Annihilator. Let's see if we can find a couple of good kills here. Oh, misses one shot there. Gonna have to get a chance to use it. 3 more bullets remaining in this Annihilator, but also time running out on using it. But Nell will shut them down. Sensei gets inside the control, but it's going to be back and forward. Wada does hit that 50 bomb. And imagine you're losing the round here. You've got only 50 more seconds required here if you're England, and surely you start to try and close this out here. Use these operators, build towards the end, and that's the difference we've seen. Philippines using their investments and finding plenty of kills to make sure that they keep this game as tight as it possibly can. Moving it in towards P2. Sushi already inside that new hardpoint. Sparrow comes around, shut down, traded out. Who's going to be close up next to do it though? It's going to be Soipison inside. Hunter Predator missile comes out. 3 dead again. Gabby and Nell and Core inside. Chance to shut them down. That's a good little kill there going their way. Screen's gone a bit teary. I feel like we're getting a bit issues sadly, but I have no idea how to sort it. But we'll see if that gets back into shut down. Now, Philippines. Very strong P2 hardpoint for them once again. This is what brought them back into it in the second set of rotations, and they're looking to do the same here. 17 seconds is the gap. And for some reason, England are struggling to even get inside. Shut down. Now, one finds another opportunity there. Death Machine's coming out. This is just looking absolutely tremendous here with the Milidis with that Death Machine at distance. Can he get that? Runs out of time for that, but Hunter Killer getting thrown out. 12 more seconds, and it's still a very tight game. P3 early. Who's going to be shutting who down? Rush going for that nade. Not realising there's nobody there. They're all coming from behind him. Let's get on board with Gabby because they're going to get timing on to Rush. Shuts down one. Meludis finds another on towards Rush now. It looks like Philippines are going to be the first to that hard point. That's going to be a tie game, and Philippines switch the lead once again. Back in their control, back in their favour. And if they can keep this shutting down, this is a chance to remain the winners in this lobby. And it's not the way that we thought it was going to go. Not with Wada finding 55 kills as it stands. But so I'm now, England investing these operators. This is where it needs to come down to it. Wada sending an ace too far back. Feels like it's going to be a Philippines win here. What have they done? England fell to pieces at the last hurdle. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got my hands in the air. I have no idea how it's happened, but there you go. Ah, the EMP streak. Thank you very much, Singer. I knew that. That is exactly what I knew. I knew it was the EMP. I thought it was my game bugging out on me. You know, this is the thing. I don't use this this side of things, but we're getting there. We're getting there, right? We'll figure it out. A good overall win there, and it's a draw. It's definitely not a draw. But there we go. Look at the kills across the board there. Wada gets a 56 kill loss. That's unfortunate, but now Maludis all finding a 40 bomb, keeping themselves in it till the end. And you know what? Don't give up. You just fight back. You do exactly what you need to do. A solid round for them. And Philippines take your map number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Very well played from the Philippines. I mean, I was not expecting that comeback, if I'm honest. Did you guys expect that as a comeback? Because if you did, I'm very surprised at that. Because yeah, that was crazy. You didn't get the chance to do listening because I was too busy worried about making sure that this run first of all. But we will look to try and get a little bit of listenings where possible, coming into the other respawns, because like I said, first time at it, first time controlling the COD Mobile Spectate cam. It's just not as easy as normal Call of Duty, just because it's an emulator. I mean, it's fun games, right? This is where it's at. But what a game from Philippines! What a comeback! They were about 100 points down at one point, and just using the operators more so. England didn't use their operators. That's the big thing there, right? England had so many opportunities to pop them. They were getting so many kills. They were doing their opportunities. They didn't go on to get the use of them. We go on to our search and destroy, though. Different game mode completely slows things right down. And with Philippines slowly getting themselves into it, I feel like now that they've got the guns warm, there's a chance that Philippines can take this round here, going into Kurohana Metropolis as our map. Chat, what did we see? Philippines on top. I'm hearing from Akira. It's good to see you guys. I need to stop swaying. You can see me swaying, right? You know what? I'm standing at my desk for a change, right? And if I was in a venue, it's fine. Nobody sees me, right? Until you're on the screen. But just now, I'm just like swaying around, getting used to the standing cast as things stand. Funny enough. But yeah, we're needing to kind of. It's not a nervy thing, I guess. It's kind of like an anxiety thing for some reason. But a good game overall. A very close game in the end. Is there a way to bring up the overall points and such like on afterwards? I don't even know. That's one thing I'll need to figure out as well. Going into more of these if I ever have to kind of do it on the last minute sort of things, because as much as we try, as much as we put into the effort, we're going to be here for some time tonight. So the more I get used to this, the more we adapt things and change things around. Philippines, though, is the score that we will need to change, because they are 1-0 up on our screen. So I'm hoping that works all right on my leaderboard, my little board when it comes up on your screen. But I mean, good, all good. 1-0, good start. Well, it was a slow start, really. England should have just run away with that the way things were going, but no, that wasn't to be the case. They were keeping us on our toes. And if you were here, chat, and you watched the Russia game, let me know what was the scoreline. Score with. There's probably results are probably in the chat somewhere. I have yet to look around, but the Russia-Iran match, it would be good to know the scoreline for that. I think Russia won it, but I'm not 100% sure from what it looked like. But it was watching a Russian caster, so I assume he seemed like he was a wee bit happier because they'd probably won it. But maybe that's not the case. Maybe I'm waffling just like I waffle at the moment in time. We do have a little bit of a short break waiting on another player to reconnect by the looks of things here from that English roster once again. Maybe changing players out, I don't know, but I know this is one thing that we're not used to seeing. Oh, it was Wada. Yeah, of course it was. It was the top fragger going out and coming back in again, making sure it's reset. But the way that he played that game, it was phenomenal. He could have easily like won that for his side just the way he was playing, but unfortunately somehow it slipped away from them, right? And I have no idea why, but it is what it is. Let's get into game number 2, though, ladies and gentlemen. it is going to be. The defenders starting off here are going to be that Philippines roster. Let's get into that game, ladies and gentlemen. Countdown is on. It's on your screen. We're ready to go. Philippines are leading the way against England after game number 1. Feel like we're heading back to me, ladies and gents. Heading back to me. There we go. Wherever I go, you can follow me around my room. So over here, ladies and gents, you can see the wonderful. Oh, wait a minute. The wonderful Nessie. Anybody an Apex Legends fan? You know, like just follow me wherever you wish around the room while we set up ready for this lobby to recommence again. Back to, like I said, Kurohana Metropolis. This is a map that is bright and colourful, and I can't lie, I have not casted this map yet. So, going to be an interesting watch for sure. It's another map that I've not seen it in the pools to watch over. So, watching it will be, yeah, an interesting one for sure. So, hopefully the lobby starts as quickly as possible and we get straight into it again. Now that everybody is here and ready to go, maybe there's settings, maybe there's something like that, I don't know. But we're good. But chat, Russia, what was the score? Uncle, Blood, give me your score lines and tell me your predictions in chat. Philippines, Rafe is the best Apex legend. Ooh, I do like Rafe, to be fair. I do like Rafe, can't lie. Shaggy, I do like them. I actually have been playing with Ash recently. But that being said, there's so many different legends. I have not had the chance to unlock any, like the majority of them. So, yeah. See, when you become a dad and when you become a dad and you start doing different things and playing different games, you just can't keep up with all these changes. Apex Legends has changed so much since its initial release, which I was surprised by. I've watched the esports, but never really paid much attention to like all the differences. But it's mental. Just like Call of Duty Mobile, just like the differences that this comes from normal Call of Duty to Call of Duty Mobile, which is phenomenal to see the major differences, maps and such like as well. And I'm hearing they've lost the bomb, so we're hoping that means we've not lost the bomb, we've not lost the opportunity, and we get into that game just now. Here, the countdown timer is down to 2. 1 will make sure that we send it before everybody else sends it. There we go, into the action. You want to play rank Call of Duty Mobile with Margaret G, you can carry me. Hi, right. There ain't no carrying nobody. I'm on a net mouse and key at this point, and I don't know how to do it. But heading around here, you're going to have the English roster finding that first pick. Once again, what a being the player to stand out, but he's instantly shut down by Gabby. Now Cindy with that sniper, going to try and look for that trade back. All down at this bomb site side. Gabby there, back and forward, but he's going to find a second. Gabby finds Cindy, and now you're in the advantage once again. Another one-man advantage. Shutting down Sushi. Everybody going down. Sushi is shut down as well, and Philippines take round number 1 in that defense. Maybe we get on board with Gabby to start this off, because, I mean, that's a good solid start, I can't lie. Yeah, down that same side here, down the A side. England switching things up, and they're going mid-map. Let's jump on board with Sushi, though. They're pushed up far, and there we go. We get on board. Finds the first blood on towards Ray. You see the X-ray vision, but now almost had X-ray vision of themselves. They found the kill and get the trade. Now we're back to a 4 versus 4. Even Stevens until now, and Melodius finds 2 kills out of their own, and now it's going to be down to Sushi and Candy left in a 2 versus 4. Well, now it's all down to Cindy. One-man army shuts down 1. What a snipe on towards Sensei. Now having to change position and have to readjust. Finds Gabby. Snipes Gabby as well. 1 versus 2. Have they got it? Has Cindy got the opportunity to turn this right around? The bomb is down though, so at one point gonna have to try and do it, but Melodius must have heard some information, and that will be another shutdown there. Philippines 2-0 to the good. It's Candy, not Cindy. Am I saying Cindy? Oh, Candy. My bad. See, when the small picture of the screen, it looks more like an eye, so my brain doesn't think about it. We'll get used to it. Candy. I love a bit of candy. That being said, candy now isn't as delicious this time round. Sushi. We'll get a trade back though on towards Sensei. And the bomb does eventually go down. This time they've been changing their plays every single time. Gabby though. Look at the Gabby on that flank. Bomb is down. Everybody might be facing the wrong direction. Might be a chance to get a stun out there. Oh, goes for the snipe. Misses onto Russian. The machine pistol comes out. Gets Rush weak, but turns. Swoops in. Is shot down. Now you've got it all onto Rush. 1 versus 1 versus Gabby. Rush is in the corner. Shut down. And there's plenty of time to play. The Philippines are leading the way still here. 3 rounds in a row. And a defusal going their way. A phenomenal start in that defensive side. Aim assist is so much weaker on COD Mobile. I bet. England's not looking good whatsoever, Blood. You are right in saying so. It's a very difficult scenario for them at the moment. They're sending lots of nades over towards that B bomb site, though. Let's look at player number 4, though, because there now is going to be up close and personal with too many members. Let's get one from Rush there, and that's going to be a back trade forward. Now you've got an advantage in numbers here if you are England, and a chance now once again to put that bomb down over towards that B bomb site. Seems like their favoured side is Candy shut down by Sensei. Oh, and here goes Gabby as well, finding Wada. This is going to be bringing it back in their favour, Philippines. Another quick snipe here. Maludas finds a kill. And now Rush in that corner again. Quick scope comes out. Machine pistol, but Sensei shuts it down. 24 seconds still remains. A chance for another defusal. And a 4-0 lead going towards the Philippines. Absolute shutdown. Good retake of that bomb. It's all Keir Starmer's fault. It might well be. It might well be. I mean, everything's getting the blame from him nowadays. Let's just be real, right? But we're back on board with the defenders here. Who's going to get the first opportunity? Gabby's going to get that first onto Wada. Now, who's going to find the next opening? Maludas straight down the middle of the map. Once again, another sniper in hand. Who is going to get it? Gabby's got quite a lot of ground cleared here. Picked up that USS 9 as well, so when they're up close and personal, they've got a nice SMG to use. Positional wise, though, I think it's going to be Gel that's going to get that first opportunity. Ray, sorry, gets that first opportunity. Gabby's going to follow up to try and help out. It's a good nade over towards that B bomb site, but Rush does find Gabby. Gabby peeked a little bit too far. Rush finds another kill. No, Maludas looking for it, but Candy shuts them down. Weak as anything and has to try and challenge it again with a machine pistol. Doesn't care. Candy's like, I can do this. 2 versus 2. Make that 2 versus 1 is, no, it's all down to nil. Might be the first round for England, and it is. 4-1 it goes. England finally putting a round on the board in their attacking side. Egypt's team is instinct. England's a pretty good side, I can't lie. I've watched them, so I kind of roughly know who they are. Nade. Right off the map. That nade was just going too far. That one, though. Perfectly positioned here from Wada. We see it on the mini-map, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Now Gabby pushes through with that as well. Using the smokes. Russia will find Ray as well. And England have a better starting round. This time, no, Candy finds a snipe as well on towards Maludas. That's going to be a final position, and oh my god. Eventually shut down the final kill. England 2 in a row. Switching sides now after we're 6. Remember, it is up to 7. You have to have a 2-round difference. So at this point in time, England getting the 2 rounds back to back is in a bad situation to be in, considering. Nothing coming there. Sensei and Co are going to be finding opportunities though, but Gabby on the other side knows there's players in and around it. Wherever Rush finds one on towards Ray. Now Gabby, 2 versus 2. Make that 2 versus 3, sorry. Rush finds Maludas. Now Candy, difficult situation, and guess what? England have found 3 rounds in a row. Things can just change in the turn of an instinct. I guess that's what you like to see. A little bit of a comeback, a little bit of motivation going their way, and hopefully that momentum stays their way, because they want to continue to go on into this defensive side. Oh, Subsian is shutting down one on towards Gabby, looking for opportunities though. Did spot a few more members over there, over towards that B site. Full sending it. Oh, since he's got the angle, gets that kill. There's no trade coming in instantaneously. That's going to be a big challenge here. Missing a couple of shots, but Wada doesn't miss his shots. Finds one, but he's shut down straight away. Candy, another sniper on the cards here. Can they do what they've done on multiple rounds so far and find a couple of good kills going their way? Sushi sending nades though. He's getting off information when nades going in his direction too. 2 versus 2 with Melidus and Nell. Candy might actually get a good angle here if it was to be repeated, but Sushi instead is shut down by Nell. Now they're going to be able to get towards that bomb and put the plant down. B opportunity. Candy has a 1 versus 2 on her hands. I'm saying on their hands, I guess. We don't know. There we go. Candy is eliminated, and another round goes towards Philippines. 5-3 shuts down that momentum the England started to build. Someone from Philippines had a UAV score streak equipped. I mean, as long as they don't use it, right? That's the main thing. As long as they don't use it. Nade over the top from Nell. Couple of nades over towards that B site as well. Rush is going to be inside there. Does spot the bomb, the nade coming in, but thankfully it won't deal the damage. Thankfully that's a good opportunity now to be in the corner with a shotgun. Who's going to be the first one to find an opportunity? Candy's going on a major route all the way around. Might get some really good timing here. But I feel like player number 3 is going to be the first one into the gunfire. It is. It's Wada. Finds one. Sushi finds another. Candy from behind finds the next. 3 dead. Make it 4 dead. And all of a sudden you're down to Sensei. That is now Sensei shut down. All 5. Clean sweep. Another round for England on the board. 5 rounds to 4 it is. Still going the distance. Still a very close matchup. The hardpoint eventually became close in the end. But Philippines had a good lead in the search and destroy, and slowly it is getting eaten away at. No, that's a full send if I've ever seen one. All the way down towards that B bomb site once again. Seems to be the more favoured pick side. And they're looking for their kills. Now finds one on a 10 kill game so far. But 3 dead in the feed. Instantly going away. Shut down, all down to Gabby. Left live on shut down. It's a tie game we have on our hands. 5-5. First to 7. Still to be done. Who wins the next 2 rounds? Or we see a really long search and destroy match up here, because it feels like it could go back and forward from here on out for some time. Rush though on the 12th streak. 12 kill game so far, looking solid for the side. Gabby looking for quick snipes here, looking for the wall bangs, looking for opportunities, and this time they full send it towards that A bomb site, and they've shut down a couple of players now. That is the route that they needed to take. Melidus leading the way. Now up front, no 11 kills now after finding another one once again in this round. Melidus gets a timing on to Sushi, traded back out though, but now it's going to be there surely. Zwada and Soipson, they are needing to end this one out here. This is where it gets a little bit more difficult. Soipson's looking for the peek around the corner. Does get the opportunity with that machine pistol. Now it's all down to Wada. Well, it was. He could have finished off his kill, but now instead finishes that kill, and Soipson's going to have to dip back. The defense still on a 1 versus 2. Nell and Gabby to deal with. Have found one. Gets the hit marker onto Nell. Gets the finish with the machine pistol by the looks of it there. Or the USS-9, sorry. And then now you're in a 1v1. Gabby versus Soipson. Gabby, though, already got the position lined up, ready for it. It's map point. Philippines. Yeah, Kira, that's what I said. As long as they don't use it, we're good. You can have whatever you want equipped as long as you're not using them, I guess, right? Score streaks wise. But it seems like a waste of time equipping it in the first place. Right. Gabby spotting plenty of nades coming over here from the defenders on that side. They'll hold back a little bit to not take some damage, but they're going to get full information here as England have to come back to support it. Now finds Sushi Opening kill going their way. Now it's pushing right up once again. Spots Wada below. Will find 2 before he eventually falls. But now you're on your own. You're in a 1v3. Have a quick falter, and Rush will shut you down. 6-6. Told you. Back and forward we go. Could be a very close and a long one here. Target will keep going up if there is a tie game. Phil sending it. Player number 1 of Gabby watching that angle, but will get smoked out. Decides to dip back, get the support of their teammates. A few other players are rotating around the other direction. Sensei sees nades coming that way. They know they're looking that direction, but you can get good timing here. COD timing working out, but now finds 1. Sushi finds 2, and it's right behind it, but Wada will just turn and instantly burn you on towards Sensei. Now you're in a 2 versus 2. Now, Han Malaida's up against Wada and Candy. Who's going to have the edge? Defenders in a good position here. Still got plenty of time though to play this. You could look around another opportunity to walk around the other side of the map, go towards that B bomb site, full rotate it right around the back. But they're deciding we're going towards A still. We don't care. Malaidas is going to have to check back though. Does do so. Snipe right in line with Candy. And there you go. Wada hops the corner. That's 1 versus 1. Now versus Wada. The 2 top killers. Well, now at least on their side from the Philippines. The top fragger. Wada not far behind. Rush by 2 kills. But if he finds this one, he'll tie it to 1. Now, still got 38 seconds. Still got a chance to get a bomb down. Still got a chance to rotate pretty much the whole length of that map towards that B bomb site, which it looks like he's about to do. Now, he's going to go back. He's going to try and read him down the middle. There you go. Wada is there, and he shuts down him. Now, have once again Philippines map point on the agenda. Can they close this one out this time, or are we going to see England putting it back to a tie game?
Destroy the objective. Bomb acquired.
B-bomb site, the favoured side once again. Gabby opens up with that first kill with the snipe. On towards Shipping. Another quick kill going their way as well. It's looking very, very, very much so in favour of the Philippines. It's now Candy and Wada to try and clutch up in the 2 versus 5. There you go. There's the 1 kill that they need. Takes out Sensei, but it's a bomb plant as well towards that B bomb site. Wada has more information. Finds another kill. Chance to look another one. There we go. 2 versus 2. They've closed it. It is a very good opportunity still. Wada finds another. Gabby finds 1 back. Candy. Oh my god. What have we just seen? Is that an ace from Wada? Had that defusal? How do you win that one? Let me know, chat. That is phenomenal. Wada just shown why he is one of the best players in that team. And I says he was only a couple of kills behind. He's now 3 kills ahead of his other member, Rush, on his side. So now, attack inside. What do they do with their attack? Full bomb push straight towards B. Angles being watched. Wada once again finds his 17th kill, finds his 18th kill. Now, when you turn up to be MVP, this is the opportunity. This is the stuff you want to see. This is the things that have turned this game in your favor. Wada being an absolute demon on the map. 18 kills. Goes for that bomb defusal as well. Bomb placement as well. And now, it's only Gabby that you've got to deal with, right? 1 versus 3. Gabby needs to do something that Wada just did in that previous round. And that's finish every single member off that's left. Wada shows his shoulder. Sushi will come the other direction because there's too many members. The attackers eventually will win out the round, and it'll be England who have an opportunity now to close out this map. 8-7. Have they got it? What it takes? Does Wada go on a 20 bomb in the S&D? There is a chance, and we're going to get on board with Gabby because she is pushing up towards that B bomb site. Oh, and there we go. First kill goes her way as well. I'm assuming Gabby's a female. That is just assumptions. I shouldn't assume nothing. But a good first blood anyway. nonetheless. But Wada's there once again. Around the corner, 19th kill goes his way. You're in a 4 versus 2. Bomb is down, but you've got plenty of members. Is Wada going to lose it? No, Senshi goes big, but shut down, ladies and gentlemen. England will win the round. And Wada, I thought he's going to shoot bodies. Yes, he shoots a little bit of bodies, but not completely. Wada, 19 kill, search and destroy game. England tie up this series, chat. 1-1. And we go into control. Like I said before, we're going into one of my favourite maps of all time. It's beautiful. It's Raid. And it'll be the English side on the attacking blue side of things going into that match. But a phenomenal game overall. I can't lie. It is looking really good. So let's get into this action here, ladies and gents. We're at a tied series, best of 5. We're at least seeing 4 matches, right? Everybody else on the other side has left the lobby, so you're not going to see any scorelines. The Philippines had a little bit of opportunity a couple of times, right? But I mean, when you've got Wada on your side, right? Just rely on him. He's going to do something massive and an ace in a round to win it. I feel like he had background knowledge. He knew where everybody was. He knew what everything was going down. And I think I figured out how to show off the scoreboard. There we go. See? We learn a new thing every day, chat, right? This is what we learned. This is what we're going to see. MVP, obviously, is Wada Haley once. It's not the first time, though. This is his second time being one of the top fraggers in his team. Well, the top fragger in his team. Karen his side, most definitely. So, let's jump back out. We're going to get into the next matchup on towards Raid, chat, where it is anybody's game, right? We're going into our respawn. Respawn was a really good starter for England, where I felt like England should have won it, but Philippines stuck to their guns. They just sat back. They used their operators at the right times, the key moments, to swing some rounds on their favour. Going into this one now, with it being 1 apiece, I feel like could be anybody's, right? Anybody's game. England's looking good, but Philippines, I feel like they pinched that first map. Can they do something a little bit stronger on a control here inside towards Raid? It is pretty much the mixed bag of, you've got lives that you are limited to, 30 lives across your full team. You also have the chance to take the zones here. Ticks of progression towards certain zones may also come into effect if it gets to a tie game and goes to round 5. But we just have to wait and see if it gets to that, because the way these games have been going, they're very, very close run. And England and Philippines, there's not really been much to decide between the two sides. There's always been that standout player like Wada, just turned out in that S&D. But you've seen Gabby coming big. You've seen Sensi going big at times. Candy doing exactly what they need to do at times here as well. So in raid control, England on the attack to start on the blue side to start off with. I assume blue means it's attacking side, right? That's the way I assume it. It might not be the case, but I'm going to say so. Going into that one, we'll see if we're ready to get the match underway. It's a very close one, and I'm just seeing chat in different languages, so making sure everything is good. Save image. There we go. We've got things to save in certain places just for the next game, but make sure we are ready and set for this next match, ladies and gentlemen. We're going into control. We're not going into it yet, though. So we're not going into it yet. So thankfully, we didn't send you over to that yet. We did not send you over. And that's a part of the plan, right? We don't want to start you into it yet, right? We're just making sure everything is working. And countdown,
It's a draw. Stand down.
Exert timer. Close. It's a draw, ladies and gentlemen. It's a draw. It isn't a draw, but we're saying it's a draw for now, right? So, tools, scripts, reset, edit script. Just waiting on resets of the lobby again, chat. So we'll be back with you shortly once we get into that. This is just a waiting game, right? There's not much really I can chat about. I'm trying to figure out why my my timer on my screen isn't showing up as a timer. But we'll figure that out in a little jiffy. Because at this point in time, there's only so much we can try to add to this stream while we're live, right? That's what we want to do. We want to make sure it's fluid and nice for you all, but we also have to make sure that I'm doing it right. I don't want it to look unprofessional here for the UCE guys. We're trying our best in the very last second, because like I said to you, I've done all of this today, right? In an hour. So we're trying. We're out here trying, and these games are getting delayed, and it's just because we're swapping back and forward, getting players on and reconnecting. When's Italy versus Portugal? After this series is done, Matty, we will be heading to Italy versus Portugal. But it's a best of 5, and at this point in time, we've played 2 matches. In what's that been? An hour and 15 minutes. We've been live from this one. So yeah, unfortunately, I can't tell you how long it's going to be, because we generally don't really know. It will depend on whether teams go find a couple of kills, or if a few teams after the control. It won't be finished after the control. It's a best of 5. So he's just, I see that it says it's retracted, saying it. Yeah, it won't be done. It's a best of 5, so it'll be after at least the 4th map, guaranteed. But there's a chance this could go the distance. Just how close these 2 teams have been, we just don't know, right? We just don't know. Oh, I'm loving to see that we're seeing plenty of people changing sides here. Chat is involved. He was going to join the English side there, try and give himself a wee bit of a spur on and going into it. But yeah, we'll get into that map as quickly as we possibly can. We also try and get a, so we've got a control and a hard point up next. So 2 respawns we get to see. We're going to jump in to do some listenings here as well. So it is going to be, I'm going to try and make sure I can jump into their lobbies. But it feels like there's a lot of disconnects in terms of teams and players in their Discord as well, which isn't the easiest of things, because if they're not in the Discord, maybe they're disconnecting elsewhere, they're having issues with their computers or their mobile devices, sorry. But as you hear, and you might hear, I hear, you might hear too, you're hearing that sound of a game loading. Hopefully that means, I was going to say, hopefully that means we get into the game, but it looks like we have lost a member on that Philippines roster side. So I think there will be a reset straight away again. So yeah, we're not going to get yourself into the action. We're not even caring about that, right? We don't care. Oh, and just by the way, FYI, if you don't have an OBS spot camera and you want one, Hi Mark, no list in the game. I have no idea how to do it. Are you on YouTube? Sorry. Maybe that's my issue. I like I said, I've not really did that one. I should probably do that, right? Call of Duty Mobile. There we go. We have done that now. I've updated it. It does say Call of Duty Mobile. Can you see the Philippines England chat? Sangi? Yeah, I can personally. Yeah. I assume I'm bugged now though, because I can't get out of the game. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Right. Quickly loading back in. Is this the real Matty? The real Matty. Thanks for that, Bigsy. I appreciate that. I have updated it and I'm hoping that's good. But it looks like we are still at an issue. We're still one member mission from the Philippines, but that's them now loaded in. We should be getting into the match chat. We should be getting to see where our control goes. Who's going to have the opportunity to take it to match point? Let's get into the action. Let's get into the Call of Duty. And let's get into our control here on raid. First up, Senshi opens up the first blood. Shut down straight away though. And I need to get on board with Gabby, who's starting to make their way towards that A side. Takes a progression being made, trying to push herself up past that point here as well to make any players in the rotation come in. But Sensi's in a good spot to put him mid-map, but with him falling, that gives it all down to Gabby with the hard work to do on her own. Everybody else is pushed up quite far. No opportunities there to get in, but operators being earned here already for the England side. Or at least it's bugged out. I mean, that looks like it's earned, but it's just not what this means. I thought that's what the yellow dot means, that they were the earned operator, but by the looks of things, it isn't. I will shut my face. There is no operators earned on that side, or at least that side's bugged. Good position to be in. No, you're shutting them down. They're not getting a chance. They've got 2 ticks of progression in the attack, but now headed up, their change of direction. Ray will shut down one, but instantly the trade comes in. Now still trying to head towards that B site where they've managed to draw members over from England. Opportunity to jump on board. Let's listen in with that England side.
Bar, one shot bar.
There on A.
Nice.
One more on B, one more B.
No one is bedroom. They all pushed B. Red. Maybe red. All red.
Oh, what? Yeah, blue bomb B.
I'm flanking them. You can wait for me if you want. Play slow a bit. Play slow a bit. Push down. It's one shot.
Revamp.
Okay.
Dead low. Another one is low. Push him. Is nice. Another one shot. Nice.
Nice.
Push it, guys.
Oh, the spawn chop was working.
There you go. A very, very strong spawn trap working for them, you say here. England taking round number 1 in the control. Couple of ticks progression made though on both, but a very good solid round. Now what can they do on the attack? That's the question here. Gabby looking to try and shut them down over towards that B side. There is going to be Sachi with the explosion of the vehicle, which doesn't help, but Sachi now with the reload looking to try and push up into that spawn trap themselves. Can the Philippines pull it off just like England did? So far so good. There's 1 and 2 kills going their way. There's a 3rd kill for Sachi as well. Make it their 4th kill, actually a double kill, and there's potentially going to find another. There's a triple kill. Iron to operator just before they fall. Player number 5, oh, Ray is going to be fighting in and around B. Manages to shut them down as well, and Gabby going about to set it up. Looking for the angles, looking for opportunities. Let's jump on board with that Philippines roster.
Go. Smoke. Sige. Rocks. Low. Last hit rocks. Yung rocks. Maubos kayo dyan.
Dead.
Nice one.
Push niya. Baka mag-iina sila, going ako MS. Take pre! MS. Tara.
MS low.
Eben. Isa Eben.
Enemy taking Alpha. We're running out of
Wow, that was a good little machine usage as well. They got it down to 13 versus 4. They're absolutely shutting down that English roster, but they have managed to make 2 ticks of progression. 1 on A, 1 on B. Don't feel like they've got the lives to do it. It's all down to Candy in a 1 versus 12. Everybody's going to run around and punch them out. And Philippines
not over yet. Ready up.
will win this round. Both defenses coming out strong. I'm pretty sure that's even on ticks as well. So if I remember correctly, I can't remember if it was 3 ticks actually for the English side. We'll just have to try and remember. If it gets to round 5, we'll get to figure out who's who. But walking around into this, Candy looking for opportunities. Sparrow coming out here. Shut down, but we're going to jump on board. We're ready to shut down straight away. Now Candy with the Annihilator in hand. Spots now. There's a corner peek. There's Sachi's fall straight afterwards. There's an opportunity to find a third. He's going to be turned on. There we go. Finds it. Second and again. Candy. It's like taking Candy from a baby. Let's be honest. He's just absolutely shutting them all down with that Annihilator. And Sachi eventually will close that out. Now, Wada using the equalizer opportunity now to try and even find more kills in this spawn trap. England 22 to 18 in the lives, but he's shut down straight away as they come out of spawn. Nade over the top. Gabby hits over towards B. That's going to be a full B side push here for the Philippines roster, making progression made. 4 stacking it as much as possible, almost a 5 stack, but there's only 4 there. See if they can shut that down and hold that whole complete zone of B and give themselves that added minutes. Actually needing to do some big things here, but it was literally on the cusp of taking B, and unfortunately it gets shut down. Candy's going to get good vision on towards 2, but Ray shuts them down. Sushi then gets the trade back and finds another here. If you're Sushi, make it 3 in a row. Sushi and the operator as well. Now looking for more. They know there's somebody in and around that B zone. But now you're 15 versus 5, and you're for the opportunity here. If you're England, you only lost 2 ticks, but you're absolutely shutting them down now out of spawn. Wada pushing up on towards that B side, outside towards garage. Underpass is going to find Gabby. There you go. Gabby shut down to 1 member, and once again Gabby did actually get out with her life, but just going to wait for an extra kill if she can. Oh nope, she can't. Here we go. England take another round. Map point. Yeah, Yellow Dot is operator, just to let you know. I thought that. They just seem to always have it. That's why I was calling it wrong on the hardpoint. I was thinking, why have they never used it? With that being said, operator being used here and invested by Sushi. Does get 1. Sensei finds 1 with their own war machine. And now Sushi can't. They add more damage to it. This they can. Now, Predator missile pulling out as well. Just using everything possible. Here comes the Tempest now to shut them even more down. B progression being made. Chance to win this map here. If you can win all these ticks. And the way that it's going, it's 26 versus 22. They've got the opportunity to get a good life advantage. But Nell shuts down a couple before eventually falling. B does get fully captured on that extra minute is added. And you've got a free life advantage. Let's jump on board with England again.
Push in now, push in. Careful, bedroom. 1 was heaven is low.
Too big tree.
Try to put pressure on it,
Say less, Pookie Bear. Let's go, man.
What is heaven?
One C.
One med stairs.
Oh, he was
One shot.
Zig is 1 shot there.
I'm low. Nice, thank you.
Yes.
One heaven.
Friendship. Go.
One is kitchen.
One kitchen.
Tempest me.
He's dead, Tempest. 1 more, money. I use equalizer money.
Nice. We got left advantage.
Kitchen dead. Oh my god.
There should be laundry side.
Two laundry, two laundry.
Cap, sushi, cap.
Yeah, I'm capping it. You lot just go for the spawn trap.
Ah, I fucked choking, man.
Okay.
Good shot by ya.
Let's go. Okay, never mind.
One is Zig. What the fuck? Zig Candy behind you.
Wow, the triple with the Sparrow has instantly shut this down on their head. England looking to win the round, and either kills or takes the other. Whatever happens, it don't matter. Sensi is the last member remaining. 24 kills they've got, but unfortunately not enough to win it. Going for the box, going for the opportunity. Chance to try and find more kills though, and they're just waiting it out. Look at that runner away. Give him the kills. The ticket progression is being made. Now they're just trolling with him. Sensi, imagine he turns it on his head, trying to box him out here. There's a chance that that machine pistol wins. It runs out of ammo. But there we go. Shut down in the end. And let's get that listening off the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, England are now 2-1 up. A solid respawn here in the control. We got to hear their comms. It was nice. It was good. And it was fluid. Working out for them as England take the lead. Here we go. Chat, England match point on their hands going into the hard point. Another respawn, which they've been really good at, right? I can't lie, they've been really good at their hard points. They were really good at that control. But most of all, just don't let Philippines get back into it, because that's where things can change dramatically. Let's head over towards that score line, and you get to see where we ended with the scores on the doors. I should really unhighlight that for the score side of things, but maybe these can be linked in with this as a group. But that's it. There we go. 3-1 the win. WADA once again picking up that MVP. 28 kills. A solid performance and 164 points towards that impact. It just shows you how strong they've been throughout every single game mode so far. We've seen 3 matches. We are going to see more, but is Philippines going to be able to turn this one around? They're going to have to win this hard point, and that's if it's an opportunity going in. But you can see us getting in to what will be potentially the last matchup here, heading in to a beautiful map of Combine, a very close hard point, up close personal. It's a very difficult task to deal with, and we'll be heading into that match right now, where it is going to be the Philippines on the blue side. They are currently down, and they are currently needing some massive wins here.
Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost.
Sensi pushed up quite far into the spawn, but shut down there. Sushi looking for one, finds a second as well. Sachi and Gabby both falling to that USS 9 of Sushi, and so is Ray straight away. Unbelievable start here from Sushi. Looking to try and continue it there. Here's the player to the right hand side, turns and finds that kill as well. A good solid start here if you're England and you're back into fine form in your hardpoint. Starting off strong, you just need to keep that momentum going and not slow down from here on out. You've got the opportunity to make sure that you win this series and get yourself our first win in the Nationals. Is it on the cards? Is it going to happen? But Philippines getting the last bit of seconds on the clock there. I feel like they can still not fix that combine map, so we just have to watch from where we go as we head in towards P2. Sensi with a couple of kills pushed up, using that hunter killer now. Gonna find more players from the spawn. Gonna get bad COD timing though, because Candy is there to deal with you. Candy though does eventually get shut down straight afterwards, and the Philippines in control of the hard point here, looking to build a lead. 10 points the gap for now, and they're in a good position here in P2. A very strong hold needed, so to give a good gap in there, start making opportunities, build some streaks going, get towards these operators. And Sensei, speaking of which, it's already pulled one out, finds one, finds two with that war machine, looking for the players off spawn. That is Candy, and there's the third member finished off with that war machine. Still 4 more shots left. Can shut down the full side of England here, but instantly is shut down as soon as he makes his way out. Sachi, though, having to try and push through. Went through the window, though, and through the wall. A little bit of candy shots coming off. And a good hardpoint chance now to bring it back in your favour. You're only down by about 50 odd points, but 53 points to be exact. Can you bring it back with this hardpoint? As you're all set up, you're ready to go. There's one kill for Candy. Shut down. The Sparrow is operating and it's ready to shut them down. That being said, instantly swap back with operators of their own. Equalizer from Wada goes. What way does he go? Does he go the wrong direction? Is he losing the time of this equalizer? Not finding chances here. Eventually does find one. The Tempest from Rush comes out and finds another. A good solid hold. 30 more seconds they've got on this hard point, and they can still keep that lead here going towards them if they hold the remainder of these seconds. There's a chance, but 3 dead. The Tempest of Rush finding a good set of kills here. Hunter killer as well. Finds a corner. Shoulder just of the corner there, and then shotgun shots from Rush. Find a couple of kills. Makes it double figures for him. And with 13 seconds left on the clock, there is no chance for them to make that lead. But it's going to be very close in the end with the remaining seconds going their way.
Friendly Predator missile inbound.
Philippines still in control. Red missile does get called in. Doesn't find a kill. Operator though, here we go. War Machine from Sushi. Getting invested. Doesn't find anything with it. No value. Gabby with the Tempest. He's got that lane secured. Perfect spot here in P4. Wada comes flying round though. He doesn't care if you're holding any sort of operator. Sandy or Candy. Sandy? Candy? Candy. Now, we've seen how dominant they are with that Annihilator. Been finding so many kills. You can hear that on the right hand side. There you go. Lines up, shuts them down. And now England once again now getting back into form, taking that lead back. It's the Philippines starting to fall with 20 seconds remaining on this hard point. Still plenty of time to fight for it, but they're holding too strong for them at this moment in time. Jumping on board with the Sparrow to use that area of closure, making sure nobody can make their way in as we head towards P1. Sensei's having an absolute blinder of a game though. 21 kills so far. Still behind in terms of the hard point though. That's unfortunate. Raise. Now need over the top towards mid-map. Trophy systems are out on both sides though, so that's going to stop any of these frags coming in and doing major damage, but that's not going to stop the damage. That gun is just absolutely blazing. Predator missile coming in from Sushi. What do they find? 2 kills. Now another opportunity. Sobsian with their Predator missile. A way to come in and finds a kill as well. Now Wada gets the equalizer. Ready and set. 30 seconds still on P1 to play this. It's a good lead going their way. He must get shut down quite quickly though, considering he had that in his hand. But it is what it is, right? Needing a big turnaround here if you're Philippines. Starting to lose on most of these 1-in-1 gunfights. Good couple of shots once again here from Sensei with that War Machine. Now coming out with a 3-piece as well. That's massive with the Sparrow. Philippines holding their own here, using their operators at the right time to hold this hard point. It's a strong one for them in the first set of rotation. It is looking like a strong one for this second set. Here's the EMP glitch that isn't actually my screen turn. This is the EMP, but who cares? Nell doesn't care. Oh, well, eventually it does fall. But the break still hasn't came in here. England still have the lead by about 50 points. The Philippines are holding well inside the hard point. P2 is their bread and butter, and they're working it fine, bringing that lead back. Still going to be a lead for the England roster. Wada though finds 2 kills, shut down the Hossein as Sachi sees him come inside. Couple of kills going his way. Surely hears that noise of the rotating players around him. Thankfully they're heading towards P3. Candy in a sneaky spot underneath that wall and underneath the door. Ready to pull out the Annihilator. There's 1. There's 2. Lining them up. There's a third, but this is misses on that shot. The stun's going to come out. It's going to stop him. The smoke's not going to be able to see anything through the window. Unfortunate for Candy, shuts down, but Ray, someone had 7 kills so far, pulls out the equalizer and is shut down straight away. What a waste of an operator, no use whatsoever. The Sparrow is going to come out here as well, and that's going to be closing them off, not getting anybody inside that zone. Sobson, good nade though, that nade just shut them down inside the zone. It's a contested hardpoint. This is what they need to do. They need to contest it, and they need to get in control of this if you're Philippines, because you're at the losing part side of things just now. 185 to 143. You've got the hardpoint though for the remaining 16 seconds. Do you start making your rotation now if you're England and start to finish to close out this map, because this one could be all the lanes that you need to watch. Perfect side. We've just been told as well, Chads, that we will be going to a best of 3 for the last matchup because of the massive delays that we have witnessed so far. Wada goes out the equalizer just as too soon as that hill pops. The Tempest is coming out here from Rush as well. Let's watch Rush, because Rush is in that angle to close it off. Shuts down. Now equalizer. 1, 2. Oh, opportunity to find a second there. Wasn't going to come out. And eventually shut down. War Machine's on the other side here. Sensei finds his 37th kill, but he's shut down straight away. Sushi holding their own. They can't win it here, but they're going to get very close to that hardpoint win. If they get the remaining of this 30 seconds, it won't take long, and England will have the map win. This is exactly what they wanted from this. They're looking good for it. They're looking really dominant. Candy on a 30 bomb. Wada on 37, looking for that 40 kill game in this hardpoint. Let's jump on board with an England listen.
That's nice.
One
Just
there
get ready
next.
for new.
I have next.
Company.
Careful.
One is secret one shot. One is one shot.
Secret that. Oh no, secret half.
He's low, Sushi, limit on your right. Oh, no, bad.
Candy on you. Nice. He's dead.
Wow, two. Tempest, yeah. 1 minute.
Tempest still.
Tempest is low, no, it's Pichu.
P2.
Careful, Pichu.
P2 still, P2.
No, he's low, nice one. Candy.
Is that Pichu's dead? They have Sparrow, careful.
Sparrow, mate.
Sparrow, Pichu side, Pichu head catch.
Did he kill himself? Oh.
He's dead, yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Dead P1, one more, limit.
Second.
We need to push this.
He's low,
Yo, the push in here as well.
They're pushing.
Nice.
One more.
Nice.
That's
Careful,
how-
loud. We can't lose this one. We can't lose. We cannot.
Yeah,
That's
don't
good,
lose
that's good. I got my War Machine.
I go green side. I have Sparrow.
Top is one shot. Okay, this guy.
Go new. Stack new. We can't lose this.
You can hear it there in the comms, getting a bit frantic. Philippines got themselves back in that in the end of P1 there. Now you're into 200 points each at least. Chance to win it for both sides in P2. And P2 was the bread and butter for the Philippines. Can they get the break in? No. Sushi with that War Machine is finding every single member of the Philippines roster. They have only got 20 more seconds to win this round, and that will be the match over. And with the way that the kills are going, it seems to be working out in their favor. They've invested all the operators all at the right times. Now Sachi in the back, shut down. Now finds another kill. All of a sudden inside this hardpoint, 6 more seconds required. Philippines full sending through the front door, but they might well be shut down instantaneously as soon as they walk through that doorway. Sushi, Gabby though manages to get inside. Hardpoint in their favor. Tempest coming out here as well. Shuts down Candy. Sobson. Oh my god. Gabby finding a free piece. Still opportunities though. As Candy's coming in from that back spawn side. Closing it out. Opportunities still not going to be here. It's a contest all the way, or the Philippines in control. Heading towards P3. Sobson's already there. But that was the Philippines making the break at just the right time. 4 more seconds going their way. And like I said, this could turn things around. But equalizer invested. There's 1 kill. There's a second. There's a third. Wada shuts down the team. They only need 3 more seconds just as the hill is about to pop. Gabby is in the back spawn. Now, once again, Gabby isn't going to be able to have the opportunity to close it out, ladies and gentlemen. That will be the win. England will take the series. Wow. I will download the skins Flaminia Manzito, but I legit just downloaded the game with about 20 minutes before these games started. There was no chance to download everything, right? This is me trying my hardest. This last seconds, throwing things together in the production and such like. But as you can see there, on the end. Sushi coming out with 41 kills, but once again, an MVP performance from none other than Wada Heli once. 47 kills in the feed, and an overall a phenomenal performance. Let's look at the stats side by side. As you can see on the scores there, it is going to be done and dusted. A very strong matchup and a very strong win for England, taking the series 3 rounds to 1, chat. Right, this is not what's next up, right? We've already done, we've done that, right? We've done it, we've done that, right? Let's check back onto that scoreline. We'll sort out something in a second, because we are going to be like back and set up for our next game. It's going to be Italy versus Portugal, chat. We'll see you in just a second when we get ourselves all set up. There we go, ladies and gents. We're getting back into the action. It is going to be a best of 3. This time it's going to be Italy versus Portugal, ladies and gents. It says best of 5. Don't listen to it. Don't be paying attention to that. We are going to get into our hard point, and we're going to get into the action straight away here. Portugal on that attacking side here of the blue. Lazy shutting down one. Crystal instantaneously finding the next. And you've got Synth sitting in the back here doing absolutely nothing. Looks like we will get a reset chat. He's decided he's able to maneuver eventually. It's took a few seconds. Maybe he can't maneuver completely, but we'll get into the action and see what happens just now. If we don't see player number 3 of Synth moving whatsoever throughout this hard point, there might well be a reset, but eventually starts to move forward. Maybe sussing something out. Controller having a few issues, but there we go. It does mean that Italy have got off to a very strong start here. 30 seconds going all the way towards them. You've got Crystal finding 3 kills so far. It's just as soon as we jump on board, of course they get shut down. Nothing worse than the caster curse, but 3 dead in the feed straight away. Synth still yet to find a kill yet, but I wonder if that's anything to do with the issue off the start. Sophia, though, has found 4. So want to try and find more, but can't do so. They have got 11 seconds, and it's still building towards 14 in the end, making it at 15 points, 40 seconds. Though gained in the first hard point here in P1. It's definitely a scoreline you want to be seeing. Operator comes in here. Bronx is doing a fantastic job here. If you're Portugal, managing to keep things nice and close. If you are Portugal, but kills need to go their way. You need to Synth to find more kills. Still yet to find a kill. Maybe there is an issue with that, but looking at the other side, Crystal, Lazy, and so they've only got 5 kills apiece, like the maximum, but they've got the time, which most of it came from P1. But now that they started to heat up, it looks like Portugal are back into the swing of things. Type 63 in hand here from Sophia. Can't they find anything through that? Through the smoke, taking some shots. Does find a couple of taps onto it, gets the weakness, gets a kill. Another kill comes in, no, and Synth finally gets off of the board. Onto 1 kill. Doesn't find another though. Sophia is just having to go and try and help and support his team, as they do find a few more kills, but 32 seconds against 57. It's not looking good for Portugal early on, not with the performance that Synth is pulling up here. This is a very crucial time. There we go. Equalizer pulls out right as soon as the players come around, but Linny is there to shut them down straight after that. A good opportunity now. Linny pulls out their own purifier. They are now ready to absolutely smoke them out. Well, at least that's one done, but nobody else is going to willing to come in through that front entrance here. Dorito trying to... Dorito does find a kill in that corner, finding the operator, but Portugal pull it back to within 10. Inside the cable car, shut down though from vacation. Maybe he was trying to take a little bit of a vacation. Dorito, though, using that Tempest, finds Sif and Linny. Chance to find more. Nobody's going to come and change it, but there you go. You could chain it together and find 2 off the spawn. Good opportunity now for Italy to take another good lead here. 12 more seconds remaining on time as they start seeing the rotations round. Let's jump on to player number 4, Lazy. Already up there to find 1 player in the spawn. They're going to get that flip off spawns in their favour and in their control. Operators getting multiple usage here as well. And you're seeing Pred missiles coming up from the side. So getting past that 100-point mark by the time this all kicks off, I'm sure. As Synth tries to make his way in, still yet to get off of 1 kill. I mean, at this point in time, is that better than having 1 person on the lobby getting 1 kill? I mean, it's a very difficult task, but now we're getting to see Predator Missile coming out, ready to finish off even more members. Synth still yet to get off of that mark. 4 in a row here from Crystal. Make that 5, shutting them down. A nice wee spree going, building some streaks, and they've got a 50-point lead. Keeping control of the spawns here. 20 more seconds left to play this. Sophia comes from that spawn here as well. That's even more kills from Crystal. On to 16 kills. Vacation doing a solid work here as well. 19 kills in the lobby. Astro with 18. The side of Italy definitely showing why they are here to play, and their performance is outstanding as it stands so far. Still got Drunks on the other side though. It's been a phenomenal Slayer considering his team, but since managed to get off that 1 kill, finds 2 extra ones to double it up and make it 3 kills, but still yet to find anything nice from it. Predator missiles coming in. All the streets getting invested here. 143. This is a very dominating performance so far from Italy. Probably the biggest gap we've seen so far. Let's jump on board with Italy as it stands.
Ok.
Un morto.
Uno bottom green.
Uno P2.
Fatto bottom.
Bidon,
Uno
server,
site, uno bidom, uno connector.
Server.
Uno connector. Niente, è salito sopra. Due top.
morto.
Dietro.
Raga, dobbiamo tenere
Mi
fuori,
ha
non
body
top però.
bloccato.
Raga,
Prendete top, prendete top, prendete top.
P2.
Da one shot, ma raga, mi avevo incazzato.
Butto l'MP system, lo
Posso
butto.
prendere, posso prendere.
Sidom, bottom green.
3 site.
I wonder if the little bit of comms there put them off a little bit here. Maybe hearing a little ding. Wait a minute, we're being listened to, but all of a sudden it's still almost a 100-point lead here for the Italians. They're looking good, they're looking dominant, and they're showing superiority on the map now. Tempest in hand finds one, looking for a second on towards Sofia. Going to try and find a third, but send through the smoke. We'll finish that one off. And Bronx now with the equalizer, using that operator as much as possible to try and make a break and get some good opportunities to hold some time. Shut down though. Is now Torito once again finding some double kills to get that break in, and 180 points. It's now a 100-point lead still once again here. The Italians just keeping it quite a nice gap. That's pretty much not needing to fight for every single early rotation. You don't have to worry about it too much as long as you find a break, but you obviously don't want to give up 60 seconds at any point in time, no matter where you are. Bronx finds one, but shut down by Lazy. A nice good little headshot there. Vacation pushing up as well, now ready to try and make their way into that hardpoint. Everybody's watching the angles and every different ones from Psycho. Finds a double. Finds Crystal, but instantly shut down. Astro using the Sparrow, looking for opportunities to try and finish this off, but they've managed to get it to within 94 seconds. A better showing of it here if you're Portugal's side and you're in favour of them, because they're trying to bring it back, but the break does come in. Italy have the opportunity to get past that 200-point mark, but the break goes the opposite direction. Let's jump aboard with what Portugal have to say.
Ponta.
Oh, mano, dois.
Mano, sempre três dentro do ponto, equipa. Parem de olhar para os outros errados.
Tá. Direita. Bem. Dá push shot. Estou a nascer atrás.
Aí tá bem, estão a nascer atrás, anda. Puxa essa merda, não parem. Eu vou guardar o spawn,
Isso, vai.
Caralho, bro. Ai, macaco. O quê?
Meu Deus. Tá no fundo.
Eu vou entrar. Um morto.
Puxa esse gajo, realmente.
Tem mais dois, tem equalizer.
Oh, mano,
Três
puxa o gajo atrás
dentro.
do glitch, bro. Foda-se, mano, estás aí à frente, mano.
Tem três dentro, bro.
Mata-me o gajo da glitch lá do fundo.
Deep
se faz
morto,
favor.
deep
Vou.
morto.
Anda
Filha da
na
puta.
ponta,
Manda no ponto, bro.
I saw the triple kill there from Sofia as they get their way in, but doesn't shut down pretty quickly. We can't give up this time here because there's still a chance for the Italians to go on and close this match out. Can they do it from here at this point in time? Well, they're hoping that they can. It's still 0-0 on the scoreline, so make sure that is up there on the screen for you, chat. But yeah, let's see what they can do. Are they going to have the opportunity to close these down completely? They have do a good job at it as it stands. Sofia, Annihilator. Are they going to watch that angle? But Crystal's up top, doesn't matter. We'll finish off that one. Inside the hard point, finds another opportunity to find one in P1. Knows there's more players in and around there. Couple more shots, but the Annihilator runs out just in time for them to be shut down. 50 more seconds needed. And the Italians close out map number one. In this best of three, it's very crucial that you get one on the board early on. Instantly, momentum is shifted in your favour, the chance to go on and win it. 2 violations from Italy, so it's going to be a DQ. Oh, I mean...
Hardpoint is ours.
As it stands, chat, that's interesting information being sent through. Italians looking great, but They do take the win, 250 to 149. However, being made aware in the background chat that there has been 2 violations from Italy. So that means that map 1 is a DQ. Don't look at these scores. That means nothing, chat. We're listening to them dancing. But they will not be happy once they figure out that they have done something they should not have been doing. And that is making a few violations. So Portugal are going to go into this game with a little bit of a surprise, knowing they are a chance to go on and win. They've got a chance. They've got map point already in this best of 3. And they'll be the side that will be on the attack next. So Portugal, fair play. Your opportunity now is yours to try and consume and conceal this win in this series. We'll leave that one. We'll get ready. They're going to know the information in just a second. But yeah, Portugal 1-0 to the good due to the DQ. Lazy with care package. Yeah. With since loadout, Portugal's a good S&D team. Wow, I mean, there's a chance to close this out then, right? If you're in this opportunity, this is your chance to close it out. Sims didn't have a good hardpoint. He better have a better search and destroy. But he eventually got back into it and made things work as well. So, OBG King. Oh yeah, baby. Broken even suicide nade out of the wrong loadout. Did I have the thing was the right way around then? Yeah, I did, right? The overlays was the right way around, right? I wasn't screwing that over by mistake, did I? Yeah, so Portugal. Portugal was below first, so we head into map 2, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be firing range on a typical S&D map, which who's got the snipes when it comes to it on firing range? Firing range could be a really interesting a match for S&D. I love watching firing range, and some of these snipes are just perfectly placed through the walls, through the cardboard walls that we have on firing range. It is going to be interesting to see who comes out on top. And like I said, if they have good solid S&D players, then there's a good opportunity that Portugal go in and close this out. I think we're waiting to see what they're saying in chat, and if there is anything happening next off, we'll figure that out. But this is the joys, right, of waiting around, letting the information pass, know what goes on. Portugal, happy days, off for the start. Italy now, they should be switching sides, as far as I'm aware. But so far, it seems to be they're on the same side as the previous matchup. So before any of that kicks off, we'll make sure that we get ourselves into it. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. Hope you've enjoyed the cast and the thrown together production from myself alongside with very much all the help from chat, bringing these overlays, which, you know what, they are phenomenal. I love the look of them. They just look so good, and showing off all the different nations' colours, and not to mention, he does it like that. I'm just like, right, can you do this for me? Because I don't want to do it the way that it was done before, because it would just be too many settings to change in OBS at the moment in time in such short notice. I could do it, but it's very difficult, right? So we could do that, but that's not the plan going forward. But we'll put some music on the background, just as a little light bit of easing us into when ever we get into that firing range search and destroy. It could be ended here. It's going to be a best of 3, so we could well end it if Portugal win this one. If not, Italy will take it to that game 3. And if we do go to the game 3, it will be a control on raid, which we've already seen this evening in our previous matchup with England and Philippines. So that could be a really interesting one as well, because yeah, England pretty much run riot in that one in the end, taking that one 3 rounds to 1 to close out their series. Opportunities. But let's head in to our matchup. It is going to be firing range, and like I said, Portugal are 1-0 up as it stands. Let's make sure we're all set in the lobby before we send you into the action. We don't want to be going back in and out again, just in case. And that countdown timer commences. We are on. It feels like everything is going on. We are straight into the action, chat. Let's get ready to fire in the firing range here as Bronx opens up with that first blood. Sophia finds a second. Bronx has got an opportunity to find more with that locus. That is some beautiful sight. See, we have downloaded some of the skins, chat. Some of the skins are visible, some aren't. Synth, though, like you said, is a good killer in the lobby. He's found another one. Now you've got a 4 versus 2 scenario. Crystal trying to creep around the other side. Timing is going to be in favour of Synth, though, and finds his second. Well, he finds his first, actually, but looks like it could have been his second. Bronx. 4 versus 2. 1. Oh my god. Mark, it's getting late in the evening. My voice is going. I've got lots of casting to do. And Linny will close out round number 1.
Destroy the objective. We got the bomb.
Oh yeah, I've got that the wrong way around, right? There we go. It was Portugal. We know it's Portugal. We knew Synth was the team that they just kept on the same side. I had switched from around because I was expecting a change around. But Dorito is just watching over that bomb. Defenders just taking their time. Plenty of time to play with, but you do want to try and find a kill here. Sims pushing up right. Gonna find it through the buildings. Does find a shot on towards Lazy. Chance right behind the bomb. He does find a corner. There's the next one. Chance to go for that defusal as well. Draco's in the back. Done. One and done. Thankfully, no team kills there, and Portugal take a 2-0 lead in what is match point.
Defend the objective. The enemy has the bomb.
Nades over the top here. Looks like a 4-man push heading towards that B zone here. Vacation and leading the way. Sophia though opens up with the first blood on towards Crystal. Gives yourself a man advantage. Psycho's going to get time in here on towards Dorito and find that next kill. His teammate will fall on the other side though, and Astro finds 2. Tundra in hand. Here are a 3 versus 3 scenario. A little bit of a stalemate as it stands. Who's going to go and give a wee bit of a headway? Who's going to give away a bit of their position? Psycho has got eyes over that bomb site. Does spot Vacation, but that is some shots there from Vacation to take him off the heady and get the chance to put that bomb down. Bronx and Sophia though. Bomb's planted. He's got sight over the bomb site from here, but didn't see it going down. Doesn't get the opportunity to take any shots at any of the players either. As the attacker's going to win this round. Italy secured herself a round win. Sophia though is going around the other side. Vacation shuts him down. It's all down to Bronx. Misses the shot onto Vacation. Misses the second shot. Goes for the machine pistol, but Vacation shuts them down.
It's not over yet. Ready up.
That's an all-inclusive Vacation. That is, everything was ready to be eaten up, and it was the opposition.
Destroy the objective.
Italy taking a round early on as the attacker, which is always a good sign, right? You don't want to be going 3, 4, 5 down early on your one side. So the way that they're pushing this, Dorito looking for an opportunity with that pick here. 3-line rifle. Teammate draws out some shots. That's Crystal. Super weak, but in behind that bomb. Finds a player inside 10. Lazy though will find Psycho. He's going to challenge that as well. And he finds Psycho. That's Crystal. Giving themselves the advantage. Synth though has one back. But there you go, Crystal. Great angles, great shooting. And now you've got yourself in a 4 versus 2. There we go. Shut down, done. Another defeat going the way of Portugal, Italy. With another round in the attack win.
Destroy the objective. We got the bomb.
Sangan? Who's got long streaks? I've no clue.
It's all up to you now. Finish the mission.
Oh, Drunks shuts him down, and there we go. A round on the board there for Portugal. It's very quickly. I just seen the chat. I looked over if for a round. FM's got the wrong streaks. Oh, yeah. But he won't use them, right? So it won't be a DQ. You just can't use them, right? That's all that matters. As long as you don't use them, you're alright to have them. I assume that's the case, right? Sophia though opens up with that first blood, and it's off the nade, off the rip. Lucas trying to come out though. Dorito though has found 2 kills before being traded out by Linny. Linny pushing up here as well. Knows there is another player inside red. Just in the back shed there. Looking for the rotation around. Sophia's going around as well. Hold on the machine pistol. Still trying to get angles. Good little click scope there. Trying to find a kill. Lenny's still watching that angle in the shed. Knows maybe making a rotation somewhere, swapping it around. A different player's going to go over there. It's going to be Crystal, but he's found by Bronx. Good angles being watched. So this is the thing where they call you mobile players. They know their angles. Astro does find his angle to find Lenny. 2 versus 2. Still yet to get towards that bomb site though. Which way do they go? They're in between a difficult situation. Lazy heading towards that B bomb site though. Going to be Bronx. It's going to be trying to follow up towards that same site. Who's going to get the COD timing? Bronx shows the shoulder. Lazy looks for the opportunity. They're going to have to fold towards each other here, and then from the back it's going to be Astro. Pulls out the sniper. Looks for the opportunity in the back. Astro finds the snipe onto Bronx, and there you go now. Sophia in a difficult task. Tries to get the quick scope. Instantly shut down. Astro finds the 2. And we go to a tie matchup here. Italy getting itself back in line with this.
Defend the objective.
Only in Chinese COD Mobile you can have illegal items equipped and not use them. Oh, so you can't use any of them then. Your score streaks. Too many things I don't know the ruins to, so good to know. But Asha, one quick scope, 1-1. Finds Psycho. Bronx finds Vacation in the meantime. Machine pistol pulls up, but Synth gets the win of that gunfight before being traded out by Dorito. You're in a 3 versus 2. If you're Italy, you've still got opportunities here. But Bronx shuts down one of these opportunities. On towards Lazy. Now it's Sophia Bronx up against Dorito and Crystal. Bomb is down. But eyes are going to be on it. Crystal and Dorito watching the angles. Crystal's going to get it, but Sophia pulls out the scope right over the top of the heady. Finds the kill. Now Dorito is going to have to turn his sights towards the bomb site and think about where that bomb went down. If he remembers where is that laid, he's going to have to find it, because the opposition are now rotating the other way around the map. See, we know where Dorito is. Do they know is the question. What angle do you watch? What angle would you be in if you're waiting on a bomb plant? Play the trades if you're lucky, but Dorito's going to get timing on a 1. Shuts him down. Really weak. Sophia challenged. Instantly shut down. Dronks needs to run around. And if it's your Bronx, he's going to have to try and find something quick out of this here. Because the bomb is down, but he is going to get good timing to be able to collect that bomb. Dorito now versus Bronx. And Dorito will secure the round. Italy take the lead.
Defend the objectives. The enemy has the bomb.
Sitting back here, both sides, both on attack and defense at distance here. On board with Dorito, who won the round there for them last time. Bronx opens up the first blood though on towards Vacation. He's the bomb carrier. He's trying to get some early pressure over towards that A bomb site. But they're spread quite far, which is good for them because they've got the advantage so far in numbers. But don't give away too much of your positions. Player number 4 has just run that corner. That's going to be Lazy. He comes to the challenge here as well. He knows he's got a sniper in his hand, but the machine pistol to back it up. Lazy isn't getting any of these kills, but Sophia finds Lazy in the meantime. Just has to be jumped on board. That's a good opportunity to bait and switch there and find the kill necessarily to give themselves the 2-man advantage. Moving towards that A-bomb site. Player number 3 of Crystal does get sight on that there. Does spot players heading towards that bomb, but that nade's going to deal some damage. That's going to stop Crystal even having an early challenge. At that. Spots the bomb carrier. Boom! 1. Done. Bronx is found. Sin finds Dorito in the meantime. Regathers the bomb and locates around the other side of the map. Astro finds 1 on towards Psycho. Makes this a 2 versus 2. It's closer than it looked like it should have been when they had the 2-man advantage. If you're Portugal, you're now in a disappointed position where it's all down to just Astro. Eventually a 2 versus 1. Can Portugal still go on and win the round where they had the advantage early on? Now they're just baiting players and baiting shots here. Surely you put that bomb down as well, and that's exactly what he does. Astro looking for that snipe shot to open it up and give themselves a chance, at least to pick off 1. Keep yourself spread, just keep the baits going, keep the fingers, don't show many shoulders. If you're Portugal, but it doesn't matter, Synth will win the round. 4-4. It's a close one, this one for sure. Back and forward we go.
Destroy the objective. We got the bomb.
Let's see where we go. Look at this. We're so close to one another. Sophia, they're right on top of one another. Vacation is below. Vacation opens up the first blood though. On to 1. Synth comes and challenges, find this next kill though. And now you are back to a 4 versus 4. An even playing field. Inside the range. Heading through jungle though. Lenny's just to his corner to help him out here. They're trying to take some shots in towards green. Sophia in the meantime will pick off Crystal. Let's give themselves opening on towards that A-bomb site. And there we go, another kill. Astro and Dorito are left in a 2 versus 4. And there's some shots being made pre-fire and emptying just in case. But Dorito wrapping around the back. 2 opportunities here. Lenny pushed up. He's going to get lots of noise. That's going to hear it. He's going to find Astro. And now you're Dorito. You're in a 1v4. You're like, right, that's that bomb down. I know they're over there, but there's somebody in my back following a wrap around somewhere. You're at your edge of your sheet here. Finds 1 though. Cuts the playing field down a little bit. Still in a 1v3 though. It's still in a difficult position to be in. And Sophia will take out Dorito. It will be a round for Portugal to take the lead back once again. 5 rounds to 4. Attacking round going well for them. Can they keep that pressure building? Because remember, this is match point for that Portugal roster. They did get the win gifted to them from a DQ from Italy. But still opportunities here for them. Vacation opens up that first blood though on towards Psycho. Vacation still taking more shots. Thinks there's a player up top inside. Oh my god, there we go. But that nade does eventually pull off for vacation in the meantime, so you also get a kill back, but 3 versus 3. Make that a 3 versus 2 as Bronx and now Sophia have the bomb down, but the defenders are watching these angles. Chopped off the wrong time there, I think. Wrong person. Crystal. We can see them, but they can't. They don't see the X-ray vision. Watches his teammate come by. Looking for a chance, looking for a trade, looking for opportunities. Oh, the kill close. They're going to be just behind the other side of that building. Bomb regathered. Player 4 is rotating round as well. Sophia. Ringer, Rosie. Bronx kills Lazy though. Tries to turn on towards Crystal. Good movement here from Sophia. Gets the angle, gets a chance to pull the scope out, but not the chance to find a kill. Crystal will finish off Sophia. This looks like this could be back to 5-5. It could be another tie round after this one. But we've seen stranger things happening. Bronx just needs to find 2 members. He does have the bomb, but he knows that the players are watching over that A site. So if he can find a way out and make a rotation round, there's a chance they have it. There's Crystal. Shows every single part of his body, but will win the round to Italy. Make it an even game.
Destroy the objective. Bomb acquired.
That trophy system comes out a little bit late, and needs to go over the top. A full send here, but Astro finds Synth. Now, trying to get the wall bangs. Trying to find opportunities. Knows that Astro's back there because that's where they took the shot from. Still there, but gets picked off by Bronx. Now, Vacation shut down as well by Bronx. Couple of kills going their way, but trades go back and forward. It's 2 versus 2. Oh, an unfortunate reload in time, and Lazy will pick off Bronx. And now, Lazy and Crystal have an opportunity to take the lead once again here. Sophia turns the back, caught timing at her worst. Double chow comes in, and Lazy will win the gunfight. Italy take the lead again. Chance to close it here. Can they win another round and take the W in map number 2? And we will be going to that control and raid if that's the case. But still plenty of chances here. Still a chance for Portugal in this round as well to make it even. First blood though does go towards Vacation. Trade is out though from Synth. A very early trade, which is always good in the swing of battle. But Synth now gets some shots off towards Crystal. He has to back out, but Dorito gets the angle to try and take some shots back. Doesn't manage to find anything here, and that's all pre-fires here. But I also feel like that's a bait. A Cycle will find Lazy. Opportunity still going their way, and then Bronx will find Crystal. Now you've got Dorito and Astro in a 2 versus 4. Double up in numbers. Astro is weakened. 1 HP in a dream. Just to try and dip back a little bit. Get that regen. Get themselves set. Tries to take the shot onto Bronx. So tries to get another one. Hits hit marker. There onto Smith. Oh, Synth. And doesn't manage to finish it. There you go, Synth and Sophia will equal things up. 6-6 it is. Another really deep end here into the search and destroy. Target now 8. Anybody's game. Portugal win it. Portugal win the series. Italy need this one to stay in it. Trophy systems detecting pretty much everything here, but not Astro. Snipe as it goes through the wall in towards Synth. Bronx then gets a trade on towards Crystal. But timing wise, who's going to get it? Sophia was just decided to go the other direction. Delito does find Linny in the meantime here as well. And now Bronx will automatically get that trade back. 3 versus 3, but that's Sophia with another snipe on towards Astro, giving himself as the defense that extra bit of cushion in here. A 1-man difference that could change the whole swing of the battle. Inside, they know they're inside. the shelter inside that caravan. Looks like a caravan. It's a trailer. It's a trailer park, right? Another round. And it's Portugal. It is map point for Portugal. Series point for Portugal. Can they close it out? Have they got the ice in the veins to close this one out in the search and destroy?
Destroy the objective.
An attacking round for them to do so. Nades going everywhere. That's a mid-map bomb. Trophy system comes out just in time. And it looks like that Portuguese side are going to look to go towards B, but only decided to commit with 2 players. As it stands, very spread apart across the map here from every single member. Sophia and Synth have had a fantastic game, but Bronx is showing up completely. But that being said, Crystal will find a snipe on towards Sophia. Vacation open up with the first blood. And now you've give yourself a 2-man advantage. It's the defenders. Very one-sided. Shooting through the walls, shooting through the windows, shooting through the doors, wherever they possibly can. We'll find Linny Bronx, last man alive, 7-7. Italy have the lead. Have the draw, sorry. We got to go to 9 now. Told you, this is gonna go for some time. However, no matter what, chat, we've got some bad news for you. Unless somebody said already. There has been a few things that have been wrong with this. Sophia snipes on towards Dorito. Astro will find Psycho. Lazy then finds Synth. Lazy finds the Bronx now. Where is Lazy? Oh, he's shut down there from Sophia. 2 versus 3. Portuguese roster now needing to try and work together just as the duo. Sophie and Linny. Linny only got 4 kills so far. Needs to get a few more because it's all down to him. And 1 versus 3. Vacation's there, and Vacation will send him packing. Chance to win the round here if you're Italy. I see trophy systems and nades being sent once again all the way down mid-map. Trophies down, done. Gonna deal with anything, worried about it, but Vacation, who's been getting a lot of first blood so far. You can see why with the push-up that he's getting, but it's Lazy that opens up first blood, traded straight out. All of a sudden, Portugal will pull one back, and it is back to a 3 versus 3. Linny carrying a bomb. Nobody's over that direction. Linny is going to get the direction shot. That was just about a ball hair away from making a connection towards Linny, but he did pick up, and I think Dorito's got sight of him. There we go. Dorito has sight and has him in his sights to get the kill. Lead going the way of Italy. Opportunities now, still, to win this on the defense. Full minute to play. Astro's gone on the other side, but Sophia, you hear that shot in the background. They do get that kill. And now the defenders will play together. Dorito and Crystal having to find an opportunity. The bomb's down, but it won't be down for long, as I'm sure Bronx and Sophia's got the opportunity to get round. Oh, there we go, Sophia. Another quick scope once again. I have the chance to get that bomb down now. 2 versus 1. The Italians are all over the place at the moment. Dorito found once again by Sophia, hitting her 19th kill so far in Search and Destroy. It's 8 apiece. This is going a long way, guys. It's going a long way. Make sure you hit that like and that subscribe as well, guys. I really do appreciate you all being here and watching us record Mobile Nations here for the UCE. This is Portugal versus Italy. Portugal 1-0 up after a DQ from Italy in the hardpoint. Currently, search and destroy 8-8. Portugal chance to obviously win the series here because it's now a best of 3 instead of a best of 5. But the way it stands, there's a few hidden information in the background that we will be having to tell you in a very, very short time. But we'll see how this unfolds here as it's 8 versus 8. In the rounds. And we're getting to 10. Got to win by 2. So obviously that does not make sense there to you. That is why it says target is there. But now you have Portugal with what would be series point. Maybe I say it would be series point. They're still playing this thing out.
We got the bomb.
Right, Linney in Bronx. Don't look like it's going to be a run going the way of Portugal as it stands. There we go. Linney shut down by Lazy Bronx. Shut down straight afterwards by Dorito. And 9-9 we have. And as this tie game again, it goes up every single time. As you can see, very strong performance here. 24 kills from the Bronx. Stay on board with him just now off the rip. All the early chances, all the early speaks. Looking for the corner snipe. Not there, but it's Crystal that opens up the first blood on towards Sophia. Psycho will trade that one out. Dorito will find Synth. Psycho will find another. Oh, there we go. Vacation and Dorito shut down. Now it's all down to the Bronx. Vacation shuts him down too. One more round in Italy. I have the opportunity to close this one out and take it to that control over towards Raid. Is that going to happen? Is that the chance to happen?
Destroy the objective. Bomb acquired.
It's a very, very long one into the series here. 19 rounds so far. Crystal, Vacation find more. And that is the chance to finally close this one out. Is Italy going to have the opportunity? There we go. Astro finds 2. Sophia finds Vacation. Now it's all down to Sophia. She's just got past that 20 bomb. But there it has it. It will be Italy that take that round. And guess what, chat? It is going to be a tied game on our hands. You're going to see it. It's going to be a 1-1. Going into that raid. Going into the control. A very strong performance. And chat, what's better than having the final chance on raid here? A 1-1. Going into the final game, a very, very strong performance. The record was almost there. It was finished 10-9. It was technically a very good performance, but it was the record so far has been a 12-14 in terms of it. But our MVP goes to Vacation in that round. A solid outright performance from Vacation. 21 kills across the search and destroy. Only one person that did do better. It was on the losing side, sadly, and that was the Bronx, who got 24 kills. So yeah, very good performance from them. Let's just show you the stats as it stands at the end of that. You do see one player obviously disconnected from the lobby, but that is all good. No matter what, we go and see our third game going into towards raid, and it's going to be Portugal on that blue side once again. So yeah, we'll see if that stays the case or not. But chat, has been, you know what, a fluid couple of hours, right? I mean, I feel like we're slowly getting into the vibe, right? We're getting into how it works. We're getting into the controlling of things, making sure that the stream decks, all the buttons are working and pushing the right things. And you know what? I hope you've enjoyed watching this. This is too long, this S&D. Yes, Matt, it is far too long, right? But no matter how it was going to end, it was going to be an Italy win by the sounds of things anyway. But we keep you all watching and enjoying the action. I hope you are as much as I am, as we will be heading into raid control to decide who wins this series. Is it Portugal? Is it going to be Italy? Let's just wait and see, ladies and gentlemen, as we are ready and we are raring to go in raid. We're going to have the chance to have some listenings again. So once this all kicks off and we get into the action, we'll hope that everything is all good in the hood and we're good to get started. But I feel like people are just... There's only a few players able to maneuver around the map, so we won't be kicking that one off yet, chat, as it stands. Yes, we're just waiting on a reconnect. Nah, it looks like nothing's working, nothing's playing out. 49 seconds we've got down, counting down to already in this. I feel like, yeah, we just quickly reset. Here we go. Right, everybody's in, reconnecting the match, ready to get the action on raid. The deciding match between these two sides, Portugal versus Italy. Which of these EU sides comes out on top? Let's head into the action, chat. So I'm already taking the opportunity here. If you're Italy, you're already trying to get yourself up on towards that zone. 2 ticks of progression, almost a 3rd tick of progression being made, but Bronx is trying to close you down. Doesn't matter, Dorito will seal the deal there and make sure that's done. Chance to close out on that zone, but Vacation's going to watch the angle. They know there's somebody inside that B. Connection comes in, Sophia's there. Get yourself some more progression made. 2 players hop that zone. Objective B is secured here. A good solid attacking round. Now, as they go to try and transfer over towards that A site. Player number 4, Lazy, is going to get some shots in the back towards 1. Keeping themselves together here as well. Opportunity. Let's see if they can find a way in. A zone's well and truly cleared as it stands. The stun going to delay them a little bit. But Lazy now takes his time inside the bedroom, finds one. Oh, out through the main gale door comes Psycho. Will trade that one out. 15 versus 11. They've still got the life count in their favour. You want to do it in ticks, right? You want to just seal the deal in ticks if you can. There's 1. There's 2 kills there for Crystal. The multi-kill making in the opening in towards A. Off of the spawn though, the Bronx comes out and it shuts them down. Dorito's still taking caps on towards A though, and that's 1 tick of progression made before the Bronx decides, right, now my time to challenge it, find that kill. But you're down to 4 lives remaining and you're in a very difficult situation where you have to keep yourself alive. It's S&D from here on out, and it looks like it is going well and truly in favour of the Italians. Yep, back and forward it goes. Now Symphon Sophia. What can the Portuguese members do here? Still in a difficult position where you're 2 versus 8. Crystal finds 2 of you, and now it's down to Sophia. Sitting back, relaxing, and Lazy will shut you down.
But it's not over yet. Ready up.
There we go. Let's see where we go. Towards that B zone we go. Sophia trying to look for the early blood, but Sinful finds Dorito. Couple of good taps there with the Type 63. Lenny finds 2 in a row on towards Astro on Vacation. Knows there's another weapon inside the window, but Lazy and Dorito will find 2 before Sin finds a double before traded out. Psycho gets the kill, but then it's almost 2 ticks of progression made here. If you're the Portuguese side, that's a good start to the round. So plenty of time to do it, but there's a player of Crystal sneaking up from behind. We'll find another kill. That's 2 in a row after finding Sophia earlier on. Now there's only 1 more member in towards that B site. Look to secure that one, but it's the Bronx who has been phenomenal so far in the series. Does manage to get his way in. Lenny pushing up now. Astro is going to be the other side of that statue. And Astro will be shut down the other side of that statue, and that means more progression towards B. Early ticks made. A also being secured as well. And let's jump on board with the players over there as well, because Sophia, once again with that double tap weapon. I mean, single tap weapon, should we say? I mean, not working out in their favour this time. They still have the life count going their way by a short margin. There's a chance to also secure this in the attacking rounds here because they've got tactical progression over towards A already. But we're actually going to see a purifier come out here, and Lenny finds 2. Now a chance to use a hunter killer as well inside this control. Let's jump on board with this Italian side.
Controllo di mid, gli AR si mettono money.
2 sotto bed, 2 sotto bed. Uno banca, uno banca.
Sotto
Ragazzi,
bed,
uno deve
uno
entrare in
top
cucina a
bed, top
controllare
bed.
comunque.
Kitchen.
Fatto,
Prendiamo kitchen,
fatto,
prendiamo
fatto.
kitchen.
Ma metto sniper, io non riesco a giocare con queste cazzo di armi. Sta mappa di merda.
Niente, one tap bar. Scale mid dietro il muretto, lesi.
Ah, dietro. Uno basket.
I was waiting to say he almost threw that. If he was to give himself try and just go for the kills instead of just committing his life there, that was ticks of progression loss that you don't want to lose, right? But there we go, the round done. Either way. One apiece, Portugal in Italy. One apiece in the series, one apiece right here, and that's a very good cooked nade there. Finds 1 kill. Sophia though answers back, and there you're gonna see a couple of kills going yellow. Astro with a double once again. Tundra in hand, trying to take the snipe. Snakes another one as well. Takes the progression being made towards B as they start to push their way up into that spawn. Vacation right up there. Doritos up there to behind them as well, but the players up front have pushed a little bit too far forward. Have got themselves picked off, which is not what you want. Could have stayed on B and had that secured completely. Get some more kills from the guys in the back, but Bronx will find 1. All of a sudden from his window, trying to shut down the whole B control. Good nades coming out though from the attack side. It's on the attack and the ascendancy, making their way towards that B. Almost fully secured the extra minute. I feel like that will be no doubtedly secured. Sophia's upside that window. Will come out at the right time with that annihilator to find 1 after finding 1 earlier. Now Astro, a couple of missed shots though, and Astro will shut them down. 3 dead in the feed. Going the way, you're going to have a death machine coming out here as well. And let's listen to, oh, I was going to say, let's listen to the Portugal side, but there's only 1 of them in there. No going to be any listenings for that. Crystal shuts down Sophia with the death machine. 17 versus 11. Italy looking to win the round. Oh, through the wall, perfectly timed, and another kill straight off of that as well. And now Annihilator coming out here. Vacation finds 2. Lazy's got the Annihilator. Almost feels like it's wasted as the claw comes out from Synth. Is it the wrong time here? And Lenny will find 1. There's a chance to find 2 if you're lazy. The 2 Annihilator shots will give you a 13 versus 2 lead. And guess what? That's a guaranteed round win. Do you go for the ticks? Do you go for it? You know, you've just got to finish the kills no matter what. Italy take the 2-1 lead. I would love to show you your Portuguese goats, but I'm afraid there's only 1 of them in the voice comm, so I can't.
Hunter killer drone deployed.
Just outside the zone, they're working in their favour. Heli looking to secure the win here. They can do it on the defense if they can win some of these gunfights, but the trades are going back and forward, but it's lighting up yellow for a little bit longer. Here we go. Operator being invested here. Vacation though, as soon as he uses it, gets shut down. Astro now though. Now with that sniper. Nobody's making progression. B only got 1 tick so far. And they're in the life advantage here. You got a 4 life advantage on that defense. And it's the best defensive run we've seen here. Now as you see a few more kills go their way. A nice little snipe there from Astro as well will secure the opportunity. Crystal's pushed right up though into the spawn. Looking for that spawn trap, looking for the kills. Look, Bronx is in the back doing absolutely nothing. Has he given up the ghost here? Feels like 24 seconds we can't do anything, but they have sent players over towards that A bomb site. Or that A control site, sorry, should we say. And looking to try and gain extra minutes and seconds there. Bacchus bombs, Crystal just from the spawn, and no opportunity. Chance to find one, finds two, finds three. Lenny on a little spree. Still running out of time here. Finding more kills though, makes it 4. Takes a progression being made towards that B. 1 second, whittles down. And they're on the zone, on B. On their own, they have to stay alive though. It's 7 versus 14. Dorito comes around the corner, will be shut down again by Linny. Free cap on B. Chance now to get it. The Bronx still in the spawn. AFK doing nothing. Operator though from Sophia. There's one. Chance to find another. There's a second. They've brought this right back in. The operators might win these fights. There you go. Snaps onto a third. Lenny, oh my god, into the window. 6 versus 3. Vacation. Still making sure that players are being shut down. Lenny pulls out the Predator missile. Does get Dorito. 5 versus 3. It's S&D. EMP, so 1 tick of progression made. 28 seconds left to do this. Ali, if they want to challenge, they're not challenging at this point in time. But there we go. One more member to try and shut down. The Purifier's out from Lenny, but they're securing that zone, and he's in this area to be shut down. The Bronxo in a 1v2, and he's back in his spawn. And guess what? He's leaving. The game is done. The Bronx has an issue probably with his controller side of things. And ladies and gentlemen, that does mean that Italy will be your winners. That will be a 2-1. The map count will go their way. And yeah, what can we say, chat? Everybody's left. It's done. It is reached, and Italy become your winners of the series. They take the series 2 rounds to 1. It would have been a best of 5. Time is against us, so it's gone down to a best of 3. You know what? 2 of the games technically were DQs back and forward, although we played them out. But in the end, Italy are the team that come out on top, showing their dominance in the control, winning that 3 rounds to 1. And unfortunately, they had a player in the back that was just doing nothing, couldn't do anything about it. And the Portuguese side will fortunately fall to a loss. What a phenomenal set of matches that we had on our hands, though. England versus Philippines, Italy versus Portugal. Sadly, we missed out on the Russia-Iran game earlier on, just due to technical difficulties. But I'm glad you sat back, you relaxed, you enjoyed it. It's done. Oh. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. Blood, thanks for the help in the beginning to get all this set up and ready due to the issues we had prior to it. I do really look forward to having to cast alongside you next time out, whenever that may be, when there is more international games for us to cast. It's been phenomenal. I really do appreciate you. Am I streaming tomorrow? Why, what's tomorrow? I'll be live tomorrow. I won't be live tomorrow. I'll be casting tomorrow evening, like American side things for Black Ops 6. But I don't know about anything. Go and take some rest. I definitely need it, Sophia. Definitely need it. But yeah, I'm hoping we can get some games done soon enough with Blood and myself. We'll get some good casts going and get to work it better. But yeah, what is tomorrow? Good, looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Really do appreciate though, once again, chat and everybody from the UCE side of things to get me on board and to bring me along and help out and do some casting for you guys. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you've enjoyed the cast as well, chat. I'm Mark of G. This is my channel here, and if you haven't hit that like and hit that follow or hit the share with the stream or whatever, hit the subscribe wherever you are watching. We're here on Twitch, Kick and YouTube, so I really do appreciate you. It's Mark of G across all of the socials, and if you're on Twitter, it is Mark of G Casts. I really do appreciate it, and I will catch you next time. Double peace.